after I have watched one trivia, I want you to choose which next series I am going to watch. I have 3 options for you. The first one being Victoria, the second being Patrick Melrose, and the third being Scream Queens. Please vote in the comments down below and I will count them and see which next series will I watch. But now, let's get on with the video! This series is so awful, I hate it. Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Annie Patty Pony, and for you who watched last week's episode, you know that in the end I didn't actually watch the last 5 minutes because my computer started to being a bitch and I didn't have energy to fix with it right now, but I watched it later on and this happened.
I lied. I'm not pregnant.
Have I ever told you how much I love Brooke and what a badass queen she is? But on a little bit more seriously note, if you watched last episode you might also remember this. I do not think I can take me through one more season of this. I don't think. And I feel like earlier on my channel this have been a little bit of a joke, so to say. That like I have sat there and be like, oh my gosh, I hate this so much, I hate them all, blah blah blah. I don't know if I can watch more and more of this, blah. How could I take me through one more season? And I think it have been like a little bit of a, as I said, I think it have been a little bit of a joke on this channel. I think many of you have taken it as a joke. And perhaps I also have taken it as a little bit of a joke, but when I now actually comes closer and closer to the end of this season and coming closer and closer to season 2, I actually start to feel this more and more. Because, first of all, I don't even know if you really care, but when I say like, oh, I hate this character, or I hate this series, or I hate this storyline, or whatever it is, I generally mean it to 100%. It's the same when I say, oh, I love this character, or I love this thing. I mean it to 100%. I always tell you the truth on my channel because I'm bad at lying. Yeah. And the thing is for me, you people love this series, which I do not understand for my life, but that's not the point here. And the thing is that I actually really, the first in the beginning I really hated it, and then in the middle was some point when I was like, okay, sure, it's kind of okay, but now we are somehow going back to everyone being a douche. I don't really know how this developed. And I stand my point in that I do feel like they did episode for episode of this series and not really thought about the bigger picture here. And oh, I have so much I could say, really. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, I don't know if I am good at it, but is that for me this is actually like mentally painful to watch. I have come to a point when I record all of my videos, because I record 1 week's episodes at a time. I do this in the end because I don't want to deal with it. And I don't think that's really how it's supposed to be when you have a reaction channel. I think you at least are supposed to be able to like not feel sick over the things you're watching. And right now I cannot say that that's it for me. So, and I know I have said that I will watch like, okay, I will watch season 2 and season 3 of it, but I generally don't think I can take myself through that. And I know many of you like these videos, which makes me super happy. Don't think anything other than that. I'm so thankful for you who watch this, really. But that doesn't mean necessarily that I like what I'm actually watching. That's 2 different things. And if you watch many reacting channels, I do think you understand is that it's not necessarily so that they actually like what they're watching. And I have so many things I could say about this really, but right now I don't find the words, and I think it's better that we just watch this right now and see how it goes, because yeah, it's 3 episodes left on this season now, and I can absolutely take me through those, but besides that, I don't think I want to, and I don't think I can. But we can at least watch this episode now. They have started with this also. They have the intro, the first. That's new. I'm also gonna drink a little bit of tea in this episode because can you shut the fuck up? Wait. I'm gonna drink a little bit of tea now to try to calm my nerves. Don't know if that's gonna work. I also have gingerbread cookies with me, so yeah. They have had one hell of a party, I see.
Make sure it's low key. Just a few friends, yeah.
So much fun.
Seriously, when they say that in a TV series, have it ever happened that the party was low key? No, it have never happened, and it ain't gonna happen now either.
So do you want to come? Oh yeah. All right. I'll see you then. Later.
I kind of like their friendship, actually.
As a teacher, high school auto shop.
Wow. I think you'd be great. Why?
Because I have an interview tomorrow at school.
Do you have an education?
Should I tell me about?
I'm not gonna eat all of the gingerbread cookies immediately. No, I'm putting that down. If I'm gonna talk about things that I actually do like with this here, I do like this light, this that they have in the background now. They are quite pretty, yeah. Oh my gosh, they are playing basketball again. That's something you haven't seen in a long time. Imagine like in the beginning of this season when everything was about baseball, basketball, and now it's like nothing. Oh, this is so stupid. Why? When did this ever happen that someone goes up and looks start to like, let me feel this. Like, oh my. And Brooke agree with me. Oh, there's her cute tattoo again. But also one thing that I do not understand. Are there not any like age limit in USA about when you're allowed to get a tattoo?
How's my wife? You want to tell me what some...
We're just trying to keep it small.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Because, you know, it's an early 2000 series. We are gonna have a super big crazy party that is going out of control. And then the police are gonna show up.
Start now? Yeah?
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, very. That is how it's never been for me to get a job.
Not like a date or anything.
It's gonna be like a date. They're gonna make up.
Let's see.
They're gonna end up making up like
We
it's...
don't argue.
Like I haven't seen this before.
Okay. Haley's party.
Great.
Yeah, they're gonna end up together.
I just picked up this Rat album. It's outstanding. Check it out.
But at that point in time, haven't they actually started to get a little bit more modern way to play music?
I get some a napkin here. Yes. It looks like...
Yeah, he ain't good at this.
Who's the tie for?
Are we gonna talk about the feelings again?
Why? Can't get a job here?
But perhaps it's just so that this is a little piece of city that actually no one wants to live in, and the best thing is to get the hell out of there. I could see that, yeah. Are you gonna be mad over this now? Oh, he's gonna be mad. But I hate it. Like, why do you have to do that? Why?
But does that mean you have to go? It's time for me to move on, Luke.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's just something I gotta do.
kids, right? They expect everything to be as it always had.
You can always call or...
Kids. Sorry, I'm trying to take this serious. But I ain't good at it. I admit my flaws here. I cannot take this serious. I mean... Is it over? Yeah. Okay. Well, over and over. It's never fully over.
Turning down your partnership offer was one of the dumbest.
Really? But one thing I don't understand with this
Of course it does.
Deborah here. Didn't she actually did have like a real good job before
Well, I'm off to tell
she
you.
came back? Like, I mean, she was away on some big business trip. What happened with that? Like, what?
I think he's gonna be okay. I mean, even if I do get the job.
He's not okay, right? He haven't been okay for a single episode. What do you think will change now? You don't see this yourself, Karen. What are you doing? You don't really see this yourself? Or you do, or you just don't care? Oh, this ain't right. This ain't right. Is it
I guess
over?
I should,
Can I look again? There's a beautiful day outside and I am stuck in here. Stuck, okay, I'm doing this to myself. Torture. And watching this bullshit of a series. I have no mercy left for this series, by the way. I'm done. I ain't gonna sugarcoating things longer. This is bullshit, all of it.
Look, I have plans tonight. All right, then you're fired. Take your pick.
Yeah. Welcome to the real world.
You may be qualified from a technical standpoint, but teaching teenagers is a whole other.
How is he even qualified from a technical
To me,
He has no education!
it's about giving them
Sorry?
the confidence to do something.
This man
Once you do that,
this man here, he should just not be around teenager. They are very easy to be affected about certain things, and he is not a good role model for anyone at any age. Let's just put it out there. Looking good, girl. Looking sexy. Feeling yourself, yeah.
Yeah?
So look, I know we're just hanging out. But,
People back in the days, okay, fashion was different, I know. But they really didn't do any effort to look good, really.
why know how you're into this whole
At least not in the way that they are today. Like, imagine someone going to a party dressed like her. She looks good, that's not it, but on a party. Boy! Oh, who could have seen this coming? The party is going to be much bigger and it's going to go out of control! Oh my god! No way!
Don't be thinking of me, because even your fantasy of me isn't interesting.
Damn! Damn it.
No, Dad, watching you and Mom fight is embarrassing.
Yeah, actually.
This might be the
Oh look, see, what a surprise! The party is getting out of control. Who could have guessed? Ha 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 ha!
Hope nobody minds, but I brought a friend. Let the games begin.
Amazing!
I thought I smelled something. It looks cake, and I think it's coming from you.
That actually wasn't really a good comeback, but okay, sure, Peter. I think you win that. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't believe that.
You saw my dad, right?
Artemis,
I can't show it.
this is interesting though. They actually have plastic cups in another color than just red. It doesn't say that every day.
I ripped us apart.
Are we back on fighting on this? Guess we're never really gonna leave this.
You already did. You divided this family a long time ago.
How? What did I do?
Uh,
Working hard by building
everything?
a business?
you know what wine can do to people.
Not stop the madness.
No, well, you could have listened to me and not do this bullshit because you know you live in the early 2000s and small parties didn't exist back then. Wow! Oh, this is getting interesting. Whoa!
What does she mean by that?
Ooh. Ooh.
Haley?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! He missed all the fun! How could have guessed? The cop showed up!
Taking IDs.
I had no idea.
What are you doing, right? It's his apartment. It's his responsibility. responsibility. Great.
Is that really the law though? I mean, like imagine if someone breaks into your house and start having a super big party. Is that your issue then and you're the one going to... That can't be. Well, they had fun at least.
That was the real world. It's not like that.
Exactly. But maybe you should tell her what happened as well though.
I brought you into this world. I promise I can take you out. Let him go.
When people say that, when parents say that to their children, they're basically threatening to kill them. How is that okay?
Charges in that. You know what? Why don't you shut up and go talk to your mom? Tell her you want to know what really happened between us back then.
What did really happen? But like once again, like we all saw this coming. Like oh my gosh. Imagine that there was a time when having like those big parties and TV and they going out of control, blah blah blah. That was actually seen as original. I can't imagine that. Last gingerbread cookie. No, what? I'm not gonna waste them when I have to watch Karen. No. She ain't worth it.
I just thought that you could be happy together.
You know what? I love Keith.
You don't not seriously. As big like wait.
I'm just not in love with him.
You can't really say that you want
Because I never really let my heart
her to marry. Look, that. But you can't. That's her decision, and not you. Have nothing to. Kill me.
thought this many people would actually show up.
Why?
Yeah, but what did you think? You're living in an early 2000 series. Come on, think. How does these people constantly get into each other's houses without ever having to knock the door? Really?
Friends?
Okay. Just like that?
It just feels so much worse when you expect more from somebody.
You don't actually have to forgive him, you know? It's okay to actually not forgive people. This is something I never understood with TV.
I got the job.
Why?
I mean,
Oh, I feel so bad for his future students.
so she was just some stranger in the bar you saw.
Yeah. Hmm.
Lucas, you don't think them. He's a pretty bad guy. You remember?
I remember too, though.
I'm not doing that again. Who knew you two would switch places?
Yeah. That's actually true. I mean, I didn't like Lucas from the beginning, but like they two really have switched places now. Never thought about it like that before. Okay, that was it. That was it. Okay. I have thoughts. First of all, I'm starting to feel like they are trying to wrap this up now. Which makes sense, because after this, no, there are only 2 episodes left on this season. So it makes sense that they are trying to like wrap it up, get it all get it together. They will not get it together, but you know what I mean. And just be done with it and then move over to next season. And in all honesty, this episode that we saw now could very well have worked as the last episode of the season. It wrapped up things very good. So I mean, this episode I didn't like. I didn't like it, you know that. But I mean, it's over. I mean, this actually was one of the better episodes. This was one of those episodes that gave me the least anxiety. One thing I start falling off though, which I had mentioned, that it is what they, we is gonna throw a little party. Oh my gosh, they showed up so many people. Oh no, the party is getting out of control. The cops are here. Well, that part. All of these early 2000s tropes that we have seen so many of so far, and then we only are season 1. Like, I mean, 9 seasons of all these kinds of tropes. Wow. I mean, imagine that list. And one thing I start thinking about with this, I wonder how many of these early 2000 tropes that actually comes from this era. That might actually, I don't know, I don't know all troops that are, but I mean you kind of recognize them easily when you see them. I mean, many troops you can actually go back to and see where they came from. Like for example, the Mean Girl troop come from Heather. That was a musical, right? And this the Girl Next Door troop that came from Archie Comics with Betty Cooper. Like many of these tropes that you see, even in sometimes in modern day TV, many of them you can actually locate it where they came from. And they're not necessarily bad in the beginning, it's just that they are done so many times over and over, so it just like in the end. But so here I wonder, how many of these awful tropes have actually this series created? That might be a lot. Like when I start watching this, I also start watching the OC, which came out pretty much the same time, and I didn't keep on watching it, not because I didn't like it. I love that series so much, but it was complicated. I can talk about that another time. But what was with that is that in my opinion, at least I didn't saw so much of it, but that have aged so much better than this series. And what I could see at least, they didn't actually have all of these awful tropes that this series have. There were some I could point out, like, okay, that was a little bit of a trope, like, for example, like this good, sweet girl that was just seemed to be as perfect, then of some reason dated a very mean guy. Why is that always though? Why? What does that trope come from? Like, what? Oh, we have a very nice and sweet girl here. She probably wanna date a douchebag that is going to cheat on her. These tropes are very weird. But anyway, I mean, I can make a whole video. I mean, I can make a fucking series about only talking about tropes in old TV series, but I'm not gonna do it, even though they are so funny. So funny. This episode was actually quite good. I liked this much more than I liked the last one. The last one I was about to commit suicide during. But this one was okay. Yeah, sure. Quite entertaining. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hope you like it, and see you next time. There are only 2 episodes left. I mean, I have done this since the summer, since the middle of the summer or something like that. Crazy. See you next time. Bye.